Okay, hey everyone. Josh here for the going to show you guys how to finally be able to adjust your headlights, your low beams and your high beams independently of each other. Now this is going to take a little bit of time here. There's going to probably be some things you guys don't want to do, but if you want to have that independent adjustability of high and low beams, this is what it's going to take. So what I'm going to show you is basically the tools that you're going to need to go ahead and take care of this job. Move over here. Basically what you're going to need really is a socket with a 10mm fitting, a stubby Phillips head, probably a regular size Phillips head, and a flathead screwdriver. That's all you're going to need to complete this mod on your car. So we're going to move over to the car here. What I've done already is I've already removed the side panels. I do have a high flow intake, so some of you guys that may have a stock setup with your stock air box, just go ahead and remove that. The next thing that you're going to have to do is, to get this to work permanently, is to unplug the headlight leveling system for the low beams, for the vertical. Not for the horizontal, but for the vertical. You're going to have to unplug those. And so what I'm going to do here is kind of go in with my camera here and kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. You know, here's the plug for the box that that holds all of your goodiness together. Your there's the motor right there. Right here is the motor. That's where it plugs in for the vertical up and down on the low beams. Okay, so basically what you got to do is go ahead and unplug that, and then on your cars, you see there's the little blue nut that's right here. On my car it's here, but on your cars, this blue nut, that blue nut sits on top, and this adjustment piece is what sits inside of there, and that's what allows you to adjust the low beams when the motor is unplugged. And that adjustment is made through that attachment. Sorry for the lighting's not the best, but that attachment right there is how you adjust your high and low beams. And as we know, when the motor turns on, it adjusts it. So what I did is, let me get my screwdriver here and I can point, it'll be better. Hold on a second. Is right here, this little piece, which I showed you the blue nut attaches to, this piece you're going to have to pry off. This little section right here pops off the back. This little piece right here will pop off the back of the light, and you gotta kind of force it off of here. So what I did was I popped it off, and I'll go ahead and do it and show you guys how it works. Hold on. You know, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to move over to the passenger side, because there's a lot more room over here, and I'll be able to explain it to you guys easier. With the passenger side, what you're going to have to do is, trying to get the lighting here. Definitely not the quality I'm used to. Let's go ahead and remove the fill tube for the washer fluid. Okay. Go ahead and remove the fill tube for the washer fluid. Set that aside. Then this bank of relays right here, fuses, I believe it's fuses here. Going to go ahead and remove the two 10mm bolts that hold this in. The easiest way to do that is to just pull this tab that's right here. Pull this tab and nicely massage that out of the way, and that removes it. And then go ahead and remove the two 10mm bolts. Okay, so we got the bolts removed. So what we're going to go ahead and do is just move ever so gently as you can, whatever. Just get this whole kind of assembly out of the way here. And it gives you really, really good access to this area here, okay? And as you can see, that blue adjuster bolt is now facing me, whereas it used to be, like I said before, it was, sorry for the camera moving and crazy, it was directly, just trying to get this crazy ass lighting, it was directly right under this pin. So this pops off. You can pop this piece off back here like this. It's come on, it comes off. You just gotta massage it a little bit. And oops, there we go. Okay, so it came off. Now on the back side of it, you'll see it's actually two pieces independent of each other, and as you turn this, you'll see the inner gear turns. Okay, now what happens is the slot that's in there, that's what rotates the adjustment for the low beam. So what I've done, instead of it being directly under it, I've rotated the screw just a little bit, and then what you have to do is, you'll see, is that the housing, the outer housing slides on first. Then, let me set the camera here for a second. The outer housing will slide up first. Then you kind of just gotta feel your way around, hold the outer housing in place. Ah, shucks, the lighting's gone. There we go. Hold the outer housing in place a little bit, and just hold on. What you have to do is rotate the rear housing so that oops, there goes my screwdriver. So that the indent on this second piece here, let's see, I can see the two pieces here. That indent, they're independent of each other. So go ahead and slide this one on first. Kind of set that up in place where it needs to be. And we'll go ahead and slide the back side. And just slide it, twist it around, rotate it with your hands the best you can. If you take the inner fender well off, this will probably be a hell of a lot easier to do. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to just move it around so gently. And you got to kind of press on the back part. Whoops. You got to kind of press on the back part as you're twisting it. I'm going to get my hands all in the way so you guys probably won't be able to see it. But just press on the back part as you're trying to find that groove. And then it's just going to eventually just pop right in place. You just have to be a little patient with it. So yeah, come on, you knocker. All right, let's see. Try and see if I can get it close to there. All right, there. Now you see. Yeah, I gotta pull it back off. Come on. It slid off. Dang it. Yeah. There. Okay. Now I got it in place. And it's still not, but hold on. It's kind of in place, and I can, as you can see, there we go. All right, now it's locked in place now. Now, as you see, inside the blue square is little crosshairs. Well, you stick your Phillips head in there, and as you can see, this piece right here in the back is rotating. That's what adjusts your headlights up and down. You have to leave them unplugged, because if you plug them back in, the computer will adjust them. But this is what will give you this fine adjustment on your low beams. Then, as we all know, to adjust the high beams, you come here and stick your screwdriver in here, and this will adjust your high beams. And so you have independent adjustability between your high beam and your low beam. Now, over on the driver's side, I did the same thing, except I mounted... Shucks. Sorry for the camera, guys. I'm just trying to get the best picture for you. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. I'm looking through my screen here. You can see the blue nut is underneath the plug for the leveling adjustment. So that's where your stubby screwdriver comes in handy. Is you have your stubby, and the same thing. You stick the stubby screwdriver in to the center of the blue nut, and it just, you can rotate your headlights. And what I will do is, sorry about that. I know it was, I hope it helped out, but what I'll do now is I will go ahead and back my car out of the garage. We just had a real bad rainstorm and a lot of hail here in Orlando. I'm going to back my car out of the garage, and I will show you on the driver's side headlight, because that's the easiest one to get to, how you can adjust the low beam with the mod that I just did. Alright, so give me just a second. Okay, now everyone, as you see, I've got my low beam on, and what I did was I blocked the driver's side, so this is just the passenger side low beam. So what I'm going to do is the little adjustment, like I told you, that little blue nut with the crosshairs recessed in it, you stick your Phillips head screwdriver, and as you can see, my headlight line is going up, or it's going down, whichever you want. Now that is just the low beam adjustment only. Okay, so if I come over here and remove the driver's side, you can see that it's a little bit higher than the driver's side line. So the mod works. The mod allows you to make that adjustment. Allows you to make that adjustment on your low beam, and then you can go ahead and do your high beam independently of each other, however you want to do it. Hope it works for you. Take care. Later.